Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go!
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
18 Gator. Look at me. Go.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Yep.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Look. Squeeze.
SOS.
Hey, five.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Go.
I got motion.
Wide, get wide. Check. Fresno.
Check four. Shift.
On the ball.
This is Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
30 base.
At the 50-yard line.
Hey.
We take the wins home.
General West.
59.
Leo, get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Phillips coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
23 yards the pickup there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 17, Murray on the crossing route, complete. It's Terry. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, 49ers nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
That's good for a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Fair.
Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
37-yard line.
Ready? 8, read.
Check, 59.
Coming to you, coming to you. Watch it.
You're out.
Safety's creeping.
Take go.
Now Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Here's Mostert. A little juke. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Set up. 70. Indy.
Nice, sweetheart.
2.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
50 or.
2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down.
He's gone.
Crash. Watch twist.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
You go tight. You got tight.
5.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Cardinals.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He can run for it, and he went. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is caught. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Rock it.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Under 10. Check.
Blue draw Corkers. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Now,
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 8 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Check safety, check safety.
Yes, yes.
Switch.
Quick down, quick down.
Fight.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 42 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Twist on travel. Get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready to break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready to go.
He's crazy.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Read.
We own them. We own them. Turn.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yo, now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Squeeze, double. Check.
Gone. 6-6.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's it, baby.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check 56.
He'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Watch the pass.
Look, squeeze.
Check.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw it. Murray looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cardinals, it took a few weeks.